If you think it's quiet time for Major League Baseball, oh, it's really quiet time for betting KBO and NPB. Asian baseball, still a great way to make some money, and we're going to tell you how right here on Wager Talk Extra. I'm Dan Alexander, and joining me is my man Tokyo Brandon. And Brandon, I say we get right into it. Take a look ahead at a weekend series coming up. It's the Yomiuri Giants taking on the Chunichi Dragons. And I'm wondering how the Asian baseball expert is handicapping this matchup.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to break down some Japanese baseball here. Japanese baseball is winding down. Their schedule is pretty much on par with Major League Baseball. Little playoff format insight for you on Japanese baseball. So there's two divisions of 6 teams each, and the top 3 teams of each division make the playoffs. So currently we have the Yomiuri Giants, who are essentially the Yankees of Japanese baseball. They're the most traditional team. They're the most popular team. They have the most championships, and they buy all of everyone else's good players, and everyone hates them. So they're basically the Yankees of Japanese baseball. So where are they this year? Well, they started off the season horribly, but they're kind of having a little bit of a resurgence now, and they find themselves only 2 games out of a playoff spot, with 20 games left in the season. So they're in pretty good position, and they really have a lot to play for because just like the Yankees, their owner puts a lot of pressure on the team to make playoffs. Their expectations are championships year after year. They haven't had one for a long time, and they're really trying hard. Their problem is they have a great lineup, but they have a horrible bullpen. Their bullpen ranks second to last in all of Japan. Out of 12 teams, they rank 11th. So they're taking on a team, the Chunichi Dragons, who are the I wouldn't say perennial doormat, but they certainly are the doormat right now. They're averaging 2.1 runs per game, which is awful. And in the last week, in the last 6 games, they've been shut out 4 of those games. So they have let's say their bats are rather flaccid at the moment, and they have been pretty much all season. So the bad bullpen for the Yomiuri Giants doesn't really scare me that much, because Chunichi probably couldn't score on a high school pitcher at the way they're hitting right now. So this series is going to start. It's a 3-game series. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Japan, which will be very, very early Friday morning, Friday night, and Saturday night in the US. If you see some good numbers, obviously the numbers are not out yet. This series is going to start about 48 hours from now. If you see any good numbers for the Yomiuri Giants, you should take it. If there's any odds for the Yomiuri Giants on the money line, you certainly should take it. I think they're going to win at least 2 of these 3 games. They're highly motivated. They have a great lineup. And although Chunichi does have the second best bullpen in Japan, and their games generally are low scoring, they just can't produce any runs. And the Yomiuri Giants are really on a resurgence right now. That's my advice. If you don't see a line that you like, or if you see something that's like minus 180, minus 170, and you're kind of like, I don't want to bet that, DraftKings offers minus ones for Japanese baseball. A minus one is basically insurance against a run line. So if your team wins by 1 run, it's a push. And if your team wins by 2 runs, you cash it just like a regular run line. So I do like to do minus ones. Fortunately, DraftKings offers them for Korean baseball and Japanese baseball. So if you see any kind of decent line for the Yomiuri Giants, take them on the money line or take them on the minus one for any of these 3 games coming up this weekend in the 3-game series.
And I'll tell you what I love about Wager Talk TV is we just broke down the Giants and we weren't talking about the NFC East or the NL West. No, we're talking about NPB. That's the man Tokyo Brandon right there. Check out his page right now over at wagertalk.com. He's got $9 Asian baseball plays loaded on a daily basis. So, hey, it doesn't matter whether you're tuning in or not. You like money, check out Asian baseball expert Tokyo Brandon and hop below in the comments if you do handicap and watch and bet this league. I want to know how did you get into it and how do you fare in betting Asian baseball? All right, Brandon, Not
Yep.
done yet. You still have a free
Yep.
play for the folks. And for this one, we're going to go to the Yokohama Baystars and my favorite, Hiroshima Carp. It's a great name. I'm wondering
Yes.
how you're betting the game.
So this game is going to be tonight, U.S. time. So this game you can probably jump on. By the time you're seeing this, the lines are probably going to be out, and you can probably jump on it. Um, so the way I break this down, I like Yokohama in this, just to put it out. I don't know what the lines are going to be yet. If it's a palpable line, take Yokohama. They have a pitcher named Azuma going today. Azuma's great, and he's 2-0 against the Hiroshima Carp this season with a 2.25 ERA against them. Their bullpen is decent. They have a power packed lineup. They have three guys that were on Japan's championship World Baseball Classic team. They can really put it over the wall. I've said in many shows before, Japanese baseball is very low scoring. MLB and KBO, you generally get 8.5 to 9 game scores, whereas in Japan, it's generally 5.5 to 6 game scores. So the teams score a lot less. It's very good pitching and pop gun hitting is basically what we're looking at in Japanese baseball. However, the Yokohama DNA Baystars definitely can put runs up. Can put runs up. They're averaging 5.4 runs the last week. They're averaging almost 4 on the season, which puts them at number 3 in all of Japan. They're facing a pitcher named Endo for the Hiroshima Carp today. Endo, not so good. Endo has a whip of 1.21, which is seemingly not too bad, but in his career, he has had problems against the Yokohama Baystars. And also, he's given up 10 runs in his last 4 starts. Very uncharacteristic for a Japanese pitcher. On the other hand, Azuma, he's only given up 6 in his last 4 starts. So I do like the bullpen for the Yokohama Baystars. I do like their lineup a lot. One more thing to mention is the Hiroshima Carp do have a few decent hitters in their lineup, but in the last week they're only averaging 3.1 runs per game. I don't think they're going to put up much against Azuma. The DNA bullpen is quite good. And earlier I mentioned about how the Yomiuri Giants are 2 games away from making the playoffs. Well, the team they're chasing is the Yokohama DNA Baystars, Trevor Bauer's team. So the DNA Baystars do have a lot of motivation to win. They need some wins to keep Yomiuri off their tail. Take the DNA Baystars here. If the line's not good, again, -1s are also available, which can knock about 40 cents off the price. I'm all over the DNA Baystars here, so ride them with me.
Baystars looking to be the big fish in the little pond over the carp. I had to. It was low hanging fruit, Brandon. Brother, always love talking a little Asian baseball with you, as it was, the first show I got to do here at WagerTalk TV. So appreciate you, man. Best of luck. And if you want Tokyo Brandon's best bets in baseball, guess what? You can head on over to MLB's First Pitch show and you can get them for free. But make sure you check out Tokyo Brandon's page because he's still locked and loaded with Asian baseball plays on the daily for just $9. So, hey, reason to watch here is get those plays for free. But guess what? You definitely want to subscribe as well to one of the most profitable handicappers we got. If you love the info you get, make sure you hit like and subscribe. You'll never miss any of our shows here at Wager Talk TV. So whether it's KBO, NFL, college football, MLB, we got all the tools to bet all the sports you love just a click away only on WagerTalk TV.